All right. So let's we're going to move on to the what crazy thing did Danny list this week? So I've talked about some of these things that were just too big and obnoxious to bring into the office for me to show you on the show. So today was my get these enormously big things listed so that I can get them out of the house. You may have heard me recently talking about my Yoda movie prop. And okay, you guys, this is my bad. My bad procrastination. I did not know yesterday, May 4th, was Star Wars Day. My bad. Can you imagine if I'd have had my Yoda already listed? I'm so mad at myself. Got to be careful with putting stuff off and, not getting that stuff listed. I know. How could I? Crazy. At least I got it listed today while Star Wars is still kind of on everybody's brain. I think he'll do okay. May the fourth be with you. May the fourth be with you. So I guess something to remember. May 4th, Star Wars Day, and I guess it comes every year. So yeah. There is no try, only do. Oh, I love that saying. So if you guys want to go take a look at him, April put the link up there for you. He is item number 3606. 50623048. And I love that the new fees have gone into listing auction style because it only cost me 25 cents to list him at that starting price, whereas before it would have been a lot more. How will I ship him? I am going to ship him via UPS Ground, and he's going to get packaged up by my pack and ship place. So I've already figured that into the price. Yeah. He's got some damage, which I showed in the pictures, but new, these guys are selling for $700. So what the heck? Figured I'd start him at auction a little bit. Oh, to those who don't remember the story, I only paid 35 bucks for him. Shh, don't tell. But yeah, he's definitely going to sell. It's just a matter of for how much. Yuppers. All right. Remember the crazy Coke bottles? My crazy Coke bottles? So I got those both listed today. And I'll just give you the item number. One of them is 2212-2366-1901. And, I'm just kind of testing the waters. There's nothing like these out there. I'm starting them at auction a lot lower than they're going to go on fixed price for sure. I will be cranking up the prices on these if they don't sell. But hey, if I can flip them for $500 each, I'll do it. Same thing, they're going to get packed and shipped by my pack and ship place. I will just drive them down and say, box them up. They are really cool. I'm going to be sad to see them go because it's been fun having them here. Yeah, they're huge. They're huge. In the listing, you'll see a picture of me holding one of them. You can see just how huge they are. Yeah, I'm afraid that the shipping's probably going to be high just because of the size. It doesn't matter really what they weigh. It's because of the dimensions of the box. They're going to be, they're going to be killer for shipping. But you know what? When they go up on fixed price, they're going up for about $2,000 each. So, and that'll have free shipping in it. Yep. Oh, thanks, guys. No, actually, they kind of like the Coke bottles. They'd like some of the other stuff gone, but the Coke bottles can kind of stay. Everybody's like started setting their keys on them. They become the key holders. What do you do? What do you do? So a couple of my scores yesterday. Of course, it was Kentucky Derby Day, so I've had this Secretariat bobblehead. I picked him up because he was a racehorse, and I knew he was Secretariat because of his checkered blinkers. That was Secretariat's signature look, and I was going to keep him. He was going to sit on my desk, but I look everything up. And I looked them up, and they were selling for like $100 because they were I believe it was a Belmont Park giveaway at the track. It was the only place you could get these bobbleheads, and it was some commemorative, secretariat winning the um, the Belmont Stakes. So I listed it for $99.95, and I got a couple of offers on it. Nothing real serious. So yesterday it sold. I took a best offer of $45. Heck, why not? That's item number 3605 5869 8779. So that was fun. Secretariat, he's out of here. But hey, you know what? Just because something looks kind of cheap and, even dare I say flimsy on the shelf, pick it up, take a look, and see if it's got some notable collectible thing about it. It's signed or numbered, or don't just discount it because it's a newer piece or it looks like it was an imported item. So check it all out. Abalone shells, you guys know I talk about these all the time. Love abalone shells. I sold 2 to the same buyer. They went international, so I was able to come down quite a bit on the price that I had them listed because 2 of them were shipping together and they were paying for the shipping. So the one, let's see, yep, this is the one I have the item number for, 3606 3134 4506. So I took a $50 offer on this one, and then I had one of the smaller New Zealand shells. They're not as valuable because they're more prevalent. They're easier to come by, and they're much smaller. That one I took $25 for. So not bad. $75. 2 abalone shells out the door. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Oh, you guys fighting over the Coke bottles? Too funny. Too funny. But, yep, list those abalone shells. Watch for them. There is quite a market. Don't list them too cheap. I sell them consistently $60, $70, $80 depending on size. Bigger the better, of course. But the large, if you get, 8-inch diameter and bigger, they go really high. 80 plus. $80 plus. Yep, yep. All right, so what am I listing this week? Notice this is my new terminology. It's no longer what did I buy to list. It is what am I listing this week? This week. Because that's what I have to do, is actually get the stuff listed. Doesn't do any good to buy it and have it just sitting here. So I'll show you a couple things. And these are all auction purchases. That's been my favorite place to find the high quality stuff lately. So I love sculptures, bust sculptures, no pun intended. These are not antique. They are not, old. I don't know if you can see that little sticker there, but they are vintage. Made in China stuff is vintage now. These probably are from the 80s. I paid $25 for the pair, and I'll be listing each one of those ladies for at least $50. At least. Yep. Let's see what else. Oh, these are so cool. So I got a lot of, and I don't normally buy this kind of thing, but nobody else was bidding. So these are known as cabinet photos, these antique photos. They're on a cardstock, really thick. They're known as cabinet photos, and they do quite well, especially now if they have a particular family name that you can figure out who it is. I haven't done any research on these yet. They're just instant ancestors right now. These are not, the real high-priced ones because they're just people. But these are really great for seeing the fashion of the time, for the hairstyles, and just cool stuff. Now this one's kind of cool. This was definitely a posed lady, and a lot of times the photographer's information will be on them, and you can track down at least the region that they came from, which does help them sell as well. So there was all of these, but this is the one that really got me to buy the lot. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this is not a card, a cabinet photo. This is just a photo that was taken out of somebody's photo album. You guys see that? Doo-doo-doo-doo. I think those are those Model Ts or those Model As, you guys? Maybe you guys can tell me. Oh yeah, definitely we'll list the photographer's name. Definitely, definitely. Good reminder. I don't know. So I'm asking you guys, is that a Model T or a Model A? Old car. I know it's old car. But that's why I got it, because subject matter like old cars or, you know, tractors and machinery, and it's not Model, maybe teeth. Yeah, I'll have to do a little more research. I haven't done anything yet. What's really cool about this one is I can make out the license plate, so I might be able to track down whose car it was. I'm hoping. A little digging just for fun, you know. So yeah, so anything with cars, machinery, and amazingly, the little bit of research I've done so far, animals, dogs and cats, pets, do really well. Go figure. Anything where there's like an activity going on, you know, somebody actually doing something other than just sitting there posing for a picture. So I paid $10 for the whole lot. And there's 6 pictures here. So can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong there. And let's see. What else have I got here? I'm trying to keep myself in order. Oh, this is really funny. So I got this poor little bobcat pelt. Taxidermy stuff does really, really well, guys. Really well. And I think this was actually meant to be a stole because it's stitched together. It's like a finished product. But when I went to pick it up, they had a teenage girl who was working the counter and helping, and she went to go and get it, and she goes, "Is that real?" And she like tosses it on the counter. She's like, "Oh!" And I'm like, "It's not real anymore." I paid $20 for it, and I should get about $100. About $100, believe it or not. It was just cute. You know, youth these days. Youth these days. Yeah, about $100. $100 minimum. And I mean, it'll cost nothing to ship. It's very lightweight. We'll slip right into a padded mailer. It's all good. I love easy stuff to ship that sells for $100. So then I got this lot of Fenton glass pieces, and it was really funny because the auctioneer where I go, he like talks really fast, really, really fast. And I saw this lot, and I thought I was bidding $37.50, but he'd long passed $37.50, and he was at $67.50, and he caught my hand and took my bid, which I was almost going to say something, and then I thought, yeah, it's okay. It's Fenton. It'll be good. And there's 3 Fenton pieces, and then there was 3 other little pieces. So, but we have this nice hand-painted cranberry glass basket signed. And what's really cool about this is it's double signed. It's signed by the artist, who I haven't actually looked at yet. And it's also signed by Bill Fenton. So it's double signed, and found the exact one has sold for $90. $90 just on that one. So that's cool. A little note, you guys, if you get glass baskets or glass pitchers or anything with a handle, don't carry it by the handles. Don't lift it by the handles. Even though they were made to have a handle, it's really a good way to crack them and do damage because of the weight and the age, and they get a little brittle where they connect. So just keep that in mind. A lot of times these handles will get stress fractures you're going to have to look for. This one's in really good shape though. And so also was one of these really nice little Fenton glass eggs. And again, you can see signed on the bottom. Signed and numbered. See, there we go. So only 2,500 of these made, which isn't too bad for a Fenton. Looked it up. This egg should bring about $50. $50. And then I got a little birdie. Also Fenton, also signed on the bottom, which is, oh, actually, he's signed. He signed. I know he signed. There it is. He signed on the underneath of his little wing here. So, and he has a little stand, and he's really cute. And he'll bring 30 to 40. So, not too shabby for my accidental bid that I almost didn't make. And then I'll show you. These are the other three little pieces that came with it. I'll probably just put these in a lot and let them be a loss leader and drive some traffic. I won't do those individually because none of them are worth enough on their own to do that with. So Carol says, I learned that the shape of the blob where the handle of a Fenton basket attaches can be traced to the worker who made it. How cool is that? Thanks for that info, Carol. Thanks for that info. That's very cool. That's very cool. So if you want to see more of my recent sales or see what I'm listing, you can just visit me over at utterlygoodstuff.com. That's my selling ID store. Always happy to answer any questions you have about anything I have over there for sale. Not a problem, guys. And this segment was brought to you by Stamps.com, postage from your PC. You can get a free Stamps.com account if you're an eBay seller. Good to have as a backup whenever there's problems over at eBay, so don't hesitate to go and get that. Again, let them know that the Danni app sent you. Always appreciate that.